Hey everybody, Ben and Christoph here, and I wanted to make a Christmas video discussing behaviors that you could help you get you through the holidays. And a couple of things happened. Number one, we all got really sick, starting with my wife and then to me, and kind of back and forth a little bit. We're all doing much better now, but that's where we all started right after Thanksgiving. I still have a bit of a cough, you can tell. Number two, when I was sitting down and looking at how to make a video discussing some of these things, the biggest thing is a lot of it's the same as Thanksgiving, with the exception of maybe some management techniques. You can see our trees right behind us. Right behind me in our Florida room, mainly because where we put our tree last year is a prime squirrel watching spot for Christoph, and I just can imagine 50 pounds of poodle flying into a tree, and I just don't want to explain that to my vet. So the ideas behind the video just never quite fully manifested, besides just beyond management. A lot of my clients have actually been pretty on point with the management of dogs and Christmas trees and decorations specifically. So maybe we'll do something next year. What I really wanted to do today, though, is I did want to stop and kind of review my year, and talk about a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. I feel like this is, as cliched as it is, the holidays are a good time to reflect about where you're at and where you've been and where you want to be. And so, to kind of catch up a couple people, because this is the big third reason why I didn't really make a video, is this is the busiest December I've ever had, which is good. I'm not complaining, trust me. I am very grateful and thankful for all the dog parents out there that are trusting me with helping you take care of your pup and meeting their needs, because that's where I started. I started as someone who needed help with their dog, who couldn't find it locally. I had some very well-meaning trainer friends who tried to help me. I had some very well-meaning veterinarians who tried to offer me what expertise they may have had. And in the end, it was still lacking. And so, where this all started, where this idea of concerned canines started, was with Philip. And that was 2015 is when we adopted Philip. 2016 is when I started kind of leaning hard into the dog training. I went into business for myself in 2019. Right before the pandemic. I was surprised that I did so well through the pandemic. The hardest year, I felt like 2021, when we moved, and we were kind of forced to move, would have been the hardest year. This year looking back on this year, we've seen a lot of change. We brought Christoph into our house, and that has been challenging on a level that, as a trainer, I'm not always prepared to admit. I think losing Flynn may have been the hardest part of all of this, because I got Flynn in 2016, and he has been such a big part of my dog training career, not only as one of the dogs I've worked with, but kind of being a walking lesson in dog behavior, and one that kind of constantly is evolving. This year has been super rough on not just me and my family. We've had some other things going on in the background. It's been rough on everybody, and through it all, I've been lucky enough to say that even though there were some times this year where business was very slow, and I looked at closing my doors, metaphorically, that somehow I stuck to it. I have a very supportive wife in that aspect, and a very supportive family, and some very supportive friends and clients who pretty much kept me going. I started doing group classes in earnest this year. Back in the spring, they were kind of a rough start, but the fall ones turned out to be very well. There's some videos on here and some pictures, and you can see how well group classes went. We're going to be doing that again starting about mid-January, and I'm looking forward to getting those going again. We're, I say we are in the talks. I'm in the talks with some other dog training professionals on how to expand our business and how to maybe turn this from a one-man show into a multiple person and offer a variety of services from dog training to grooming to pet sitting and possibly even boarding. That's coming around the bend next year. We're kind of watching to see how the economy goes for the next couple of months before we start making any hard decisions. Right now it's just kind of in a planning phase. Good vibes is especially appreciated for that idea because I'd really like to expand on this. As we get to our final days in 2022, it has just been such a roller coaster. I feel like since 2020, things have just kind of, for all the amazing stuff that has happened, there's been some equally painful things. But I can say there's no small measure of gratitude that I have. It is beyond, it kind of blows my mind how not just, I don't want to say supportive, but how welcoming and I guess just affirming, positively affirming, working with all of you throughout the year and throughout the past couple of years has been. I take what I do very seriously. For me, it is very much a passion project, or a labor of love, whatever you want to attach to it. I love working with dogs. I love helping people work with dogs. And I want to keep doing that. And there were several points this year where I thought that that was not going to happen anymore. And somehow, whether it was the universe or fate or people feeling sorry for me, I've managed to continue to do that. And I'm extremely thankful for that this year. You've all been so kind. You've all been so welcoming of coming into your homes, meeting you and your families and your dogs. It's been wonderful. And I look forward to next year. And so, all you're going to get from me for Christmas this year is thank you. And I truly appreciate the opportunities to have worked with you in the past and to work with you in the future. And I appreciate you letting me do this and helping facilitate this dream. And I look forward to what we can do next year. I wish you all the happiest of holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Spend it with your families. Be thankful. And I look forward to seeing all of you in 2023 and seeing what wonderful things we do together. Happy holidays, everybody.